Welcome to Real Talks with Nav. Today I have a special guest, Kayla Bailey. She's going to tell us a little bit about herself, who she is, what she does.
Well, I'm Kayla. BFit is my Instagram, Kayla_B_fit. I was in personal training and nutrition for about 10, 13 years, and recently just made a pretty heavy switch over to doing pranks and strictly just doing social media.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we've got our own live show now where we do pranks and we interview people as well. We have like people on the show that we basically just like prank them or do truth and dares and do crazy stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
And then we're also starting our new platform right now. So that's all yet to come. I won't expose too much of that information, but
so like you prank people?
It's more like pranking each other. So it's me and my compadre Serena, and we're both on the show together. So we're like doing truth and dares with each other, and then we bring people on the live streams and we dare them. And most people are not as ballsy as Serena and I, but you know, it's fun. We have a good time with it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that.
It's super fun. I love it.
So do you do that in Calgary or do you do that?
Yeah, wherever we are. Honestly, we just set up on the road because, as you know, we travel a ton. So a lot of that's for like work, for modeling, for collaborations and things like that with Instagram and sponsorships and all of that stuff on the back end of Instagram. But yeah, wherever we can get it done.
So you've been traveling a lot.
Oh, a ton, yeah, a lot.
So how is that?
This year has been very interesting. It's been super different than every other year. Obviously with COVID, it's just so crazy. We're still traveling just as much as we have been. You know, there's a lot more setbacks, obviously going through customs and borders and things like that, but we managed to figure it out. We're still on the go, still on the road, and yeah, hopefully things start to
what's the
up.
funnest part about your travel?
Oh God, everything. What isn't fun? The whole thing. I mean, I get to travel the world with my best friend and create great content and meet amazing people and go to some really bomb restaurants. And yeah, it's been crazy just seeing the world and meeting crazy people. And
sounds fun.
Yeah, it's been super fun.
Sounds like you guys just have a blast wherever you go.
Yeah, we really do, honestly. Even here, because when we got back from Africa, we were quarantined for the 2 weeks. It wasn't super strict then, but everybody was so paranoid. We were like the plague when we got back. Everyone was like, don't come near me. So we were super strict on our like quarantine when we got back, even though it wasn't government regulated, and stayed at home for the full 2 weeks, didn't go out, didn't see anybody. And we were just playing games and doing truth and dares every day and developing our business, you know what? Like we just kind of embraced it and we're like, you know what? This is like a blessing. There's like something behind this that we just like put ourselves to work and we're able to actually just focus and not be on the go. So
did you get in trouble for doing all these pranks?
Not yet.
Not yet. Right.
No one has called the cops on us yet, but things just get crazier and crazier because you always have to like outdo yourself when you're in that world. So we're just outdoing ourselves now.
With yourself.
Yeah, and the dares, the dares obviously get pretty risky, and a lot of it we can't even post because we're like, oh God, we can't post this.
Why do we sign up for something like this?
That's for other websites, but yeah, it's pretty fun.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love it.
So you have your own YouTube channel going on with this, yeah?
Yeah, so we only just started our YouTube channel, and we're gonna start focusing on that platform a lot more. It just opens up a lot more points of, different types of audiences.
Definitely.
But it's a whole other monster. So
is it fun though, or is it like scary sometimes?
It's just a bit intimidating, because you're like at the bottom of the ladder, and with other platforms we're like, we're pretty close to the top. I would say we're doing pretty good on like Instagram and all these other platforms, but with YouTube it's a whole other monster.
Oh yeah, YouTube is a whole new channel. We're still working away on it. The way we were thinking about it is let's get the videos together before you start branding it out there.
Yeah.
Just because if one of your videos become a hit, what is there to fall back on?
What's next?
Yeah. What are they looking for? Right?
Yeah.
What's the outcome of it?
That's where the consistency gets really difficult, because even when you start releasing stuff, you got to keep up to that par every single time.
Oh yeah, and it's tough. It's tough. It's
super competitive too. There's so many people doing it now, and it's unpredictable kind of what's gonna hit.
Well, the
prank
videos are fun.
Oh, they do great.
They get a lot of attention.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Yeah, but they can get you guys in a lot of trouble.
For sure. I mean, it just depends what you're doing. It can get you in trouble with your family because you prank, like I made my mom like shotgun beers recently. Like, my mom's down, she's fine with it, but like some people get all in a knot about certain things, you know.
Do you have any plans for travel right now?
Yeah, so just Kelowna this weekend, Kelowna for the weekend, and then Vancouver, and then Cabo next week. So
just wake up and let's go to Cabo. You know what I mean? That's pretty
this
cool.
is my life. Like,
Yeah.
I just never know what's gonna happen. You know, we get deals and opportunities that just pop up, and you got to take it when you have the opportunities. And we're just super flexible with our schedule, and we're, you know, open-minded and open to taking risk when you got to take risk, you know.
Sometimes you have to, right, to get the results that you need.
Absolutely.
And then even with the pranks, you got to be very ballsy to just go out there and do the random.
Yeah, right? We're growing on it. It's getting more and more intense. So the more uncomfortable it is, the better.
Really?
Like, if this seems like a bad idea, we're gonna do it.
that's a good way of looking at it. Yeah. No, so all the bad ideas are good ideas.
Yeah, exactly. All the worst ones are the best ideas.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. It's unique, and especially with the video stuff, you have endless possibilities of what you can do with it.
Totally. Yeah.
You just have to be more.
You have to get super creative because, you know, it's really hard to get, or it's really easy to get in a spot where you get kind of stagnant with things. You start doing the same things over and over again, and you really got to push yourself outside of your comfort zones all the time.
Yeah, especially with like YouTube and stuff, like
YouTube
the way you get recognized is you have to start improving your own content.
Absolutely.
And outdoing your other one.
There's just so much room to grow though in YouTube. Like, there's so much room for creativity and so much room to grow within it that you just progressively get better and better. And that's the thing probably that held me back the most when it came to YouTube, was not having all the skills to have the platform that I wanted to have. You know, I'm like a perfectionist. Yeah. So, you know, you see all these other YouTubers and their videos are like all edited crazy, and they've got all these, like, all of this money that they're obviously pouring into it, where they're in crazy destinations or they're working with a lot of money. So they're obviously, their content is really hard to compete with. But if you just, you know,
you have to
one
stick it
step
out
at a time and just keep consistent and disciplined with it and just keep going step by step, you'll be just as good as them, you know? Like,
literally ever since you've been here, you've been traveling.
I haven't been here. Since you've been here, you haven't been here.
You came, like, literally you were here for maybe 2 weeks?
Yeah, well, I had to quarantine for 2 weeks, and a few days ago, I was free. So, like, I've been here for, I think, 3 weeks, and I'm leaving again, so.
Oh, that's the fun part, right? Like, I wish I could just leave. It's just a wish, you know?
Well, that's why I purposely structured my life and the things I do around the things that I love doing, and to have that freedom, because honestly, for me, like, a lot of people put security first, and I just put my freedom and ability to be able to travel and be around my friends and be in the places I love with the people I love. I put that first, you know. For me, that's
well, it just depends on how you prioritize yourself, I guess, you know what I mean? And what you prioritize. Totally. Whether you go whichever direction you go, whether it's like, you know, work is your priority, but or, you know, the lifestyle that you have becomes your priority. Both ways, you just gotta learn to adapt and enjoy that moment. Whether it's like day and night working, if you don't love what you do, you're gonna hate what you do.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
The amount of hours I spent, I should be hating what I do already.
But you've got the passion and the drive for it, and I admire that.